This video forms part of a series of the fit testing process for P2 or N95 disposable respirators. In this video, we'll be using a PortaCount fit tester device. It is important to refer to the CEC Respiratory Protection Program resources and manufacturer's instructions for use. Before a fit test assessment, confirm the health worker has not had a cigarette, e-cigarette, and has not been vaping in the last 30 minutes. During this time, take the opportunity to ensure the health worker is clean-shaven, does not have a hairstyle or adornments that may interfere with the placement of the respirator straps, confirm if the health worker has completed local consent requirements. Some health workers may feel a level of anxiety about the test and may not be aware of what the test is for and what is involved. Take this opportunity to provide information on the aim of a fit test and be comfortable to perform a fit check. Perform hand hygiene. Respirators will need to have a probe inserted before fit testing. Positioning of a probe may change depending on the make and model of the respirator being fit tested. For all respirators, the probe must be inserted in the zone between where the mouth and nose will sit when the respirator is donned. For most respirators, this zone will be towards the centre of the respirator. Always avoid creases and seams. Take one push nut and one probe from the packaging. Align the push nut and probe in the porta punch. Select the respirator to be fit tested. Align the centre of the respirator with the probe, avoiding creases and seams on the respirator. Push down on the porta punch and release when you hear a click. Remove the respirator from the porta punch and inspect the area of the probe for any obvious tears or rips. Enter the health worker's details into the database by selecting Assign Person. Select New and complete according to local requirements. Confirm the health worker's details are correct and select Save. The previous screen will appear. Search and select the health worker using the filter field. Select the respirator that is to be fit tested, including respirator size, from the drop-down box. Select the OSHA Fast Filtering Face Protocol. Ask the health worker to don the selected respirator. If the health worker dons incorrectly, you'll need to provide guidance. If a health worker normally wears prescription glasses and other PPE such as a head covering and/or a face shield, these items should be worn during the fit test. Connect the sample line of the twin tube assembly to the respirator probe. Alternatively, connect the respirator to the sample line first, followed by donning. Use of a mirror may be beneficial in visualising the respirator fit. Ask the health worker to perform a fit check and provide guidance as required. If additional support is required, direct the health worker to review the video series Donning and Fit Checking of P2 or N95 respirators in New South Wales healthcare settings. Have the health worker wear the respirator for 5 minutes to establish fit, comfort, and purge any residual particles within the respirator seal. Select the Real-Time Fit Check option from the PortaCount menu and select the Real-Time Fit Check graph. Explain to the health worker the benefit of a real-time fit check is to guide the health worker with respirator adjustments and their fit check skill. If the real-time fit check graph demonstrates a good seal, the fit factor line will sit at 100 or above on the graph. The respirator has passed the real-time fit check, demonstrating a seal, and you can proceed to the fit test. If the fit factor line is consistently below 100, the respirator does not pass the real-time fit check. You cannot proceed to the fit test. Check the seal of the respirator and confirm there is no interference with the fit. If there is, ask the health worker to readjust the respirator according to the assessment. If the respirator is readjusted, the health worker must re-massage the respirator seal across the bridge of their nose and mould along the cheekbones. Repeat the real-time fit check. Where the real-time fit check has not been achieved, move to the next available respirator and repeat the process. Respirator selection for fit testing should consider current supply and availability. To proceed with fit testing, access the sub-menu and select Fit Test. The screen will open on the Fit Test page. Explain to the health worker they will have to perform 4 exercises to simulate normal workplace movements. These movements do not need to be excessive. The health worker cannot talk or laugh during the tests, except when prompted for exercise 2. Use the Fit Test Assessor Guide and direct the health worker through each exercise. Always ask the health worker if they have any questions before starting the fit test. The health worker will need to hold the twin tube assembly during the fit test. Select Start to begin the fit test. Follow the prompts for the 4 exercises. If the overall fit factor result is equal to or greater than 100, the fit test assessment will achieve a pass. If the respirator seal leaks during any of the exercises, the affected exercise may fail. A failed exercise will show up in red on the screen. Depending on the fit factor reading for each individual exercise, the overall fit test assessment may continue. If the fit test result is below 100, the screen will show a fail. Analyse the test results and reassess the respirator fit. Consider repeating the real-time fit check and fit test before moving on to the next respirator option. If the fit test passes, finish the fit test. Following local processes, confirm with the health worker the optimal fitted brand, style and size of the respirator to be donned in the workplace when required. Disconnect the respirator from the twin tube assembly. Observe the health worker as they doff the respirator and guide them if they are not doffing correctly. The health worker will dispose of the used respirator in the appropriate waste bin and perform hand hygiene. Results of the health worker's fit test outcomes are recorded in the respiratory fit test form in StaffLink. Refer to local procedures for data entry requirements at your facility. The twin tube assembly and working area must now be cleaned. For more details, refer to video 3 in this series for cleaning.